Afternoon. Hello everyone, it's Sue from Crafts to Enjoy and I'd like to wish you a warm welcome to my craft room this afternoon. This afternoon I thought I'd play with something a little bit different. I really love this cookie cutter Christmas. I love it. It's been around a couple of years now, I think. And I've also got the matching punch that goes with it. So I'm going to do something that I've not tried before. I have an idea in my head. So I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out, but we'll give it a go and see how it works out. So fingers crossed. So I thought I'd start with, I just mounted him up, the Rudolf. I'm a bit concerned because Rudolf doesn't have a body. So I thought I would try and make him one. So we're going to give it a go. So I'd start off with his head, and then I wanted to do something different. I'd give him different antlers. I know that sounds a bit crazy, but I thought I'd give it a go. See what it looks like. So I'm going to mounted him up on there. I'm just using Early Espresso ink, and I'm going to put him onto some crumb cake card. So that's that bit done. I'm going to punch him out. And we have to use him we have to punch him out upside down because this is obviously does lots of different shapes. This one punch does all the different shapes. So it does the snowman, the gingerbread man, the Eskimo, and it does all those. So it's a teddy bear as well. So it's quite useful, and it does all of the little bows and things. So you can really give them different shapes. So that's really cool. Lots of different uses. I like it when you can do that. So I've been quite frugal with my card here because I found a scrap in my stash. So I'm just going to try and use that up. Why not? So I'm just going to cut him out. Oh, it's going to go flying. I only want that piece, so I'm going to put the rest in the bin because we don't need that anymore. And then I was thinking that I would, I don't know now. Oh, I don't know, we'll try. We'll see how we go. That's his face done, his head done. Then I was thinking we would do his body. So I'm going to grab my layering ovals from my shelf, and I'm going to find one that I think is going to kind of fit to give him a body, this sort of shape. And I'm going to cut, if you can imagine, he's sort of sitting down with the bottom piece off. So we're going to just do him like that. And I think that's not a bad little fit. Just measuring him up for a body. I know that sounds a bit wrong, really. But, yes, and we're going to do a few other things. Get those out of the way. So I'm just going to quickly cut that piece out on my big shot. I'm just going to stand up and do that. It does crack and creak, by the way. I think some of my plates are very worn. So, just grabbing my magnetic platform, which should hold everything together. Just doing my sandwiching there. So, if you can see that, yeah. We can, yeah, so I'm just going to cut out a body, Rudolph's body, and I think we might have to give him a red nose as well, mightn't we? Because that would be a bit of a shame if he didn't have a red nose. I'm just going to get my big shot out of the way, I'll sit back down, and then I think we might, taking his sort of, he really needs some sort of breast piece or something sort of here. So my idea was to take a flower and just use part of it. So I'm just going to have a go at that. I'm just going to find a petal that I think I can just use a segment of, really. I'm just going to put a scrap of card in, see what it's been doing. So, see how that comes. I'm going to go about that, I think. I think we're going to use that one. Oh, flying up. Now I'm just going to trim that down a little bit. So I'm going to use that one because it's got a bit of shape to it. I'm just going to trim that down like so. But I do need something to sort of anchor it to the breast, to his sort of neck, his neck area. So it's going to sit something like this. But obviously that's too white, so we'll have to make it look a bit, you know, so it's starting to look a bit like more sort of 3D character. So I thought I'd get a sponge and some Early Espresso ink and sort of give him a bit of, well, he needs a bit of colour, doesn't he, really? So I'm just going to sponge that off for a second on my scrap piece. So he needs a bit of something around there, doesn't he? Make him look a bit more kind of lived in. Well, kind of. I'm just going to quickly whiz around that while I'm here with my sponge as well. I'm going to go around all of it. I know I'm going to probably cover some of it up, but I'm not quite sure how far down I'm going to go. So I think I'm quite happy with that. So that's that, and that's that. Yeah. So, and then I thought he needs some hooves. So I thought that we would get a 1/2 inch punch one out. And if we were to cut it in half, it would give me 2 little hooves for him. So there's his hooves. Then I thought I'm just going to chop that bottom piece off and hopefully get it fairly straight. Let's just get that sponge back in and give it a bottom of a bit of a flick on the bottom. Yes. So hopefully he'll have a couple of hooves. Kind of, I'm not too bothered if they go over the protrude a little bit because he might just be sitting at a funny angle. So it's going to go something like that. Yay! He kind of fits. Yay! That's quite cool. So I'm just going to get my ink pad out of the way because I'm about to get my elbow or something in it. So I don't know whether my other idea was to use a sprig punch and cut out a couple of, let's get a smaller piece though, a couple of these and try and make antlers with it because they look a bit, they do look a bit antlerish, don't they? You've got to be honest. Oh, there's a bit of red in there. That was the last thing I was doing. So yeah, I thought he might need a bit of these, but I'm not sure. So we've got options really. So I was thinking, oh, he might. And then I thought, I don't know if to cut the ones he's got off or cut them underneath. Don't know, I'm not sure. I'm still undecided about the antlers. I think I'll try cutting them off. So no Rudolf was actually harmed in the making of this video. Just need to put that out there. I love Rudolf the same as everyone else, but I'm sorry, I've just had to cut off his antlers. Sorry. There you go. So I thought I just want to do something a bit different really. So I think actually I'm just going to cut down into that piece there. Let me see what I'm doing there. I think you can. I think you're quite a good distance to see what I'm doing. Just going to cut that over a little bit, give that a little bit of a trim, and then I'll just like quick drop of glue on the ends and put his antlers in place. Actually, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, cut like that. It's a little bit different, and I wanted to just make sure we get kind of, that's it, to make sure we get it. I don't want them looking too odd on top of his head. There we go. So we've given him new antlers, one he usually wears. That looks quite cool. So, and I'm just going to put a quick dab of glue on these pieces and put them together. So that's there, his hooves. Just a quick dribble of glue, and kind of get a little bit of wiggle room to put those on. So let's just push that in a second. There we go. So he's got some hooves, he's got a body, and I thought I'd give him a bit of dimensionals for his head so it comes out a little bit, so it looks a bit 3D. So I'm just going to pop a dimensional on there, and you just need the one for his head. And I might put him at a bit of an angle. I don't know, we'll see. He looks quite cute. I think he does, oh no, I think I want him his head the other way. So he's kind of looking at you a bit cute. I think he looks quite cute. So then I was thinking he needs a background, and the card I was initially going to use isn't going to fit, so I have to make something else quickly. So let's grab a piece of card. I was going to do an embossing folder technique. I think this is called softly falling, I think it's called. So I was going to have a go at doing a bit of a sky for him, but he does look rather cute on there, but he looks a bit kind of lonely. Well, you know, well, I have to give him a red nose, aren't we? I'm going to give him a red nose. I'm going to grab my my red pens, my Cherry Cobbler stamping white marker. He's going to have a red nose because it's really bothering me. I'm just going to colour that in a bit and see if that will help with a red nose. I think it might be a bit dark. I'll just grab those. They're never far away from me, they are. And I'm going to put some clear Winker Stella on to give them a sparkly nose. So I'm just going to go over that. So it's quite glistening. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, you can see it when I hold it a bit closer. Yeah, there you go. So he's got a sparkly red, sort of red nose. That's that done. So the next thing I'm going to do is to create a background. So I don't know how much snow I want to put in. It depends on how heavy the snowfall is, as to how sort of heavy I think we're going to pop his, how far, obviously there's more snowflakes at the bottom and then there is at the top. So I think, it depends how blizzardy you'd like it to be. So I'm just going to quickly grab my big shot again and put that in. And grab my plates. Obviously all the measurements and that will be over on my blog, so don't worry, and you can see what everything. I will detail what I've used because I can never remember some of the names of the things, but I've got so much in my craft rooms that it will be all over on my blog with the catalogue numbers and everything if you wish to buy them. I'm just going to grab my pool party ink and my roller. I love these rollers, they're really good. So I've never done this before, so this could go horribly wrong. Or, you know, I'm just inking that up. And I'm just going to start off, can you see that? So I'm doing it at a bit of a funny angle for you. There we are, I think that should work. So I'm just going to rub that over. Depends how much of a, you know, how blue you want the sky to be. I think we're going to be a little bit of blue. And I'm not too worried if there's the odd line or something in it. I'm not too worried about that. I think it's a bit blizzardy, so yeah, there we go. Starting to, so you see me the ink up there. There you go. Let's do that over there so you can see. I'm just bringing that down onto the sort of horizon. These are great. These sponges. These sponge rollers are great. I'm just going to put a little bit around the edges of him too, so you can kind of see. I'm not worried if it's too, you know, there's a bit of heavier bit there, a lighter piece there, but you know, I'm not too worried about that. I'm just going to put a little bit around the edges, and I think that's that. My background is done, more or less. I use that roller quite a lot in the blue for sky. So yes, he looks quite cute. Quite cute indeed. So I'm just going to grab a, hopefully there'll be a, is that the right size? No, that's a note card, wrong size. Trying to find a bag card base now. It's on my, oh, I can't find one. Oh, wrong colour. Oopsie. This is what you do when nothing's prepped. Oops. Oops. Oh, everything got the size I want. Okay, so let's make one. I'm struggling to find one. I've got one here somewhere. Oh dear. Everything but what I'm looking for. That's live filming for you. No, I'm going through my third bag now and there's nothing here. Oh dear. Okay, so, oh dear. Sorry folks, oh dear, everything but what I want. I'm just going for another bag and hopefully there'll be one in here. Oh, a yellow one. Oh. Right, okay. So I can't find one at the moment to hand. Oh gosh. Okay, that's going to be really annoying. I can't find one. I've only got a yellow one. That's still going to look dreadful. So I can't find one. I'll show you what I do. How I make one, shall we? So let's do that. So I'm going to grab some Whisper White thick cardstock. And I'm going to grab, I hope you can hear me, behind me, my Simply Scoring tool. And it's got the in the base. So I've got on here, not on this one, I haven't. Oh dear. Oh dear. I've got marks on them. I can't find the one I'm looking for. Oopsie. See? There we go. Right, so I'm going to do that in half. And get my bone folder. If I can find it. Yeah, bone folder's there. I've just done that in half. And now I'm going to then trim it in half on my trimmer. Hopefully my trimmer will be here. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Right, let's quickly do this. There we go, that's cut. I've cut it. Yay, you got there in the end. So, that's that piece done. I'm just going to mount him up. I might put a greeting or something there. But I do quite like the way he is sitting there. Sometimes it's difficult too when you're just doing it off the hoof, so to speak. Oh, it's a pun there, isn't it? Oh, very tenuous link there. I hope you're not watching for my comedic value. So, that's my little bit of sky, and that's him. I'm just going to glue him down to there. And pop him there. I'm going to pop him at right at the edge of the card, so he's kind of on, looking like that. I think he looks quite cute, so he will be like that. I think I might put something here. I'm going to put a Merry Christmas or something. What shall we put there? What have we got to hand? Let me have a look. I'm deciding now. Ready for Christmas. It's got something there. A wish for everything merry. There's a new stamp or something else. At Christmas and always. Oh, that's quite good. Sharing the joy. Sorry, can you see that? Just looking at Ready for Christmas. At Christmas and always. I think it's quite a good one. That's quite a new one. I've not used that one before. So I'm just going to peel that off the backing. Pop it onto a block. Find a scrap of the Whisper White. And I'm going to use the brown that I've been using with the Early Espresso. So, and see how that looks. Oh, there we are. Oh, quite like that. I'll quickly grab a punch and punch that out, and then we're almost finished. Punch. Oh dear. I've just knocked everything over now. Oopsie. If you could see what I'm surrounded by, it's quite comical. Right, okay. At Christmas and always. And I'm going to put that on there. I'm just going to give that a bit of an edge. So it looks a bit rustic, just like my Rudolf. And pop that down. Like that. I quite like that. It's a bit different, isn't it? I'm going to pop that up on some dimensionals too. I can find them. I should take a picture of the floor around me. Everything's just fallen on the floor and it's just, oh, I can't get out. It's just a mess. Oh. But a crafting mess is a happy mess, that's what I say. Yeah, so there is our card today. I will put my measurements and everything I've used over on my blog, like I've said. So if you'd like to head over there, it's crafts to enjoy. Crafts, the number 2, and enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's a bit of me crafting on the hoof as we just make it up as we go along, and that's what we've ended up with. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Do press subscribe down there somewhere on the YouTube, so you can subscribe and not miss any of my videos that are coming up. I've got loads in the pipeline, so there's lots coming up. So thank you very much for watching, and hope to speak to you soon. Bye bye.